Hi everyone, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly horoscope. My name is Terence Scardino. This is a very important week when the energies can start moving forwards again, as we can start integrating all the big changes of August with the two eclipses. Mercury was in retrograde, having us reflect, backtrack, and rethink where we've been going and where we need to go. And so on Tuesday, September the 5th, communication, decision-making Mercury is now going direct. However, Mercury is at a standstill, which is an optical illusion viewed through the telescope on Tuesday, and it will take about a week before it's appearing to be back to its regular orbit speed viewed from the Earth. And so think of it, if Mercury has a lot to do with how you process information and how you communicate with others, and it's at a standstill but moving forwards, okay, you're starting to think more clearly, more correctly, but your mind could be more sluggish because the Mercury is still sluggishly moving along before it catches up to speed. Mars is this aggressive, ambitious, work-oriented planet. Every 2 years it goes through all the signs, and also on Tuesday, September the 5th, it's moving into the sign of work-oriented Virgo, and it'll be there for about 6 weeks. So this is a great jump-off start this Tuesday, whether it's getting back to school, wrapping up the summer vacation mindset, if you are living north of the equator, and getting back into this work mode. And that would be perfect with the Mars in Virgo. But the Sun, from late Monday into Tuesday, is going to be in opposition to Neptune. In the positive, you might be more compassionate. It will trigger more of the dreamer in you, can be highly creative. But for the day-to-day operations, you could be still feeling a bit out of focus, not really grounded, and with Mercury starting to move forwards but in its sluggish position, you're not quite ready yet to make any important decisions. By Wednesday, it's a big week. It's the full moon in Pisces, and that full moon, Wednesday, Thursday, it certainly brings a lot of emotional matters to a head, and depending on where Pisces falls in your own horoscope, it would determine what area is coming to light, coming to culmination. So there is a lot of things are shifting and changing and really wanting to move forwards. By Saturday, now the Mercury is picking up a little bit more speed. You might be having more clarity, a little bit more confidence about the choices you're making. But on Saturday, the Sun is now shining its light very favorably for transforming Pluto. Now, this could be a day that's very favorable for working on yourself psychologically, or working on the body physically, from dieting, exercising. On another level, not dealing with the body, but outside of yourself, this could be a good weekend for making a lot of major transformations. Typically, in your home, whether you are fixing, cleaning, remodeling, you can make a lot of self-improvements in your home or in your general environment. But it's also a day that whatever you are really focused upon, that's the Sun and where the Sun is in your chart, with the Pluto, you're going to feel more empowered to move forwards and make these improvements. So this is a good week, bringing a lot of things into focus and starting your game plan of how you're going to proceed in the coming weeks. You could be making this game plan this week. Before I sign off, I want to remind you again that I'm available for the one question offer for a nominal fee at the Astrology Answers website. You can easily find a direct link to order this question under the video in the description box. You just scroll down, you'll see a link. It'll take you where you can order it. And in the box where you're writing your question, I would recommend you put your birth information again to make sure I have it accurately. And the time of birth is so important. You don't have to necessarily have an exact time of birth. If you said, well, my mother said I was born at lunchtime, well, this will help me somewhat, give you a much better prediction. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, have a great week.